Welcome. How to become hugely successful with mp4, a training for Spain with today's date. Now let's go over some of the things that we spoke about last week, which are really important. Repetition is good. There are two secrets for success in network marketing, as you all know: duplication and personal development. The short presentation is by far the most important instrument of duplication in the academy, and thus in the whole of mp4. Duplication is so important for so many reasons. It's not only a question of you being able to do something, it's a question of knowing that your partners can do the same, and the partners of their partners, and that all over the world you're all seeing the same thing. Your guests have three questions, either consciously or unconsciously. I told you about the analysis from all over the world, going back over 40 years to when network marketing first really got going in the 80s in America. And whatever country, whatever continent, whatever language, whatever culture, it's always the same. Your guests are looking at a business opportunity, hoping that it'll be good for them, and either consciously or unconsciously, they're asking themselves, is it easy? Can I do it? Because if it's not easy, I don't want to do it. No one wants to be brought into a situation in which they could be embarrassed. There are those dreams that you have, especially when you're young, when you're teenagers. You have to play the piano. Everyone's waiting for you to sit down at the piano. They're looking at you, but you haven't learned the piece. You can't even play the piano. You don't know what you're doing there, you know? Similar dreams like that. It's just a message from our subconscious mind. I could be put into a situation which I can't control, where I could be embarrassed, where I'm asked to do something that I don't know how to do, yeah? So, is this business easy? Can I do it? Second question, can I earn money with it? Because I need money. More and more people need money these days. And what's the product? Now, it just so happens that we have a fantastic product. We have a product that everyone needs and nobody has. We're talking about the future of the planet, yeah? So the product is great, but if you show them a big, long, complicated presentation, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, that's long these days. People can't concentrate that amount of time. There's too much information, yeah? Often without even telling them what they have to do to earn the money, yeah? It's too long. So if it's not easy, and if they don't realize that they can earn money with it, they don't care what the product is. They don't care. And some of you spend so much time talking about the product and talking about the CSR. We don't sell CSR. We sell a plastic waste removal product, service, yeah? This is not an investment business. You're not investing in CSR. It's the wrong message to your guests, for goodness sake. You get CSR if you do the business. There's a difference, yeah? So every single piece of information that does not serve to answer one of these three questions is superfluous and counterproductive. Superfluous and counterproductive. Counterproductive means negative. It has a negative effect. You're losing the attention of your guest. And if you're doing the presentation and you're speaking too much, you are not showing respect to the partners who worked hard to get the guest there. You're not showing respect to the guest, giving them what they need. What do they need? They need to know that it's easy, they can do it, they can earn money with it, and we have a great product. So let's move on. Personal development. You can often hear in network marketing and just motivational speakers generally, if you're scared of something, just do it anyway, and you will burst through the barriers holding you back, and you will feel stronger, and you will have gotten out of your comfort zone. Yeah? Well, I worked for many, many years in addiction therapy, in a specialized clinic for long-term addiction therapy. I did that for 20 years. And the last 10 years, I was doing network marketing at the same time. So when I say I've been in network marketing for 34 years, my first 10 years, I was still working at my job and doing more and more that part-time and more getting good money from network marketing. So I learned a lot about personal development there. If you're helping people overcome their addiction, you have to help them to develop personally, obviously. And all that helped me when I moved into network marketing and started training on these subjects. And I learned I don't want to force people to take a big step and get all their courage together, to step out of their comfort zone and to do what's uncomfortable for them. That's not the way I work. I want people to expand their comfort zone. You do not have to get out of your comfort zone. By enlarging it, whatever made you uncomfortable before will simply disappear. So, dear friends, look at this. This is your comfort zone, yeah? And this is what causes you a problem, yeah? It's got jagged edges, it could hurt you, yeah? It's, for example, doing a short presentation. Well, we made it easy for you. We've got the speaker's guidelines. We've got the mp4 trilogy exercise where for 1 week you practice just 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes a day. Just go through it. We're here to practice with you. Your sponsor should practice with you. Yeah. Your upline should practice with you. If you don't find anyone else, get my contact details from someone. If there's no one in your upline willing to help you, I will help you, because this is mp4. We want you to be successful. I want you to be successful. The short presentation is the basic thing that you need to be able to do in order to be able to fulfill your dreams and have a better quality of life and be successful with mp4 and earn a lot of money. Yeah. So watch what happens now. You do all that. All that means download the speaker's guidelines, stick to them, practice, do it. And you know what happens? You enlarge your comfort zone. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, your problem has disappeared. Your problem has disappeared. Isn't that beautiful? And that's personal development as well. So let's move on to one of the two main themes of today, which is the right start. So the ideal presentation is like this. The host comes on, we're talking about a Zoom call now for more people. When you're alone, you can do it all yourself. The host comes on, welcomes everyone, good mood, introduces the person doing the short presentation. My goal for Spain is that in September, October, we have 6, 7, 8, 9 people who could all do the short presentation. You've got someone else doing it each week, yeah? So there's a fresh face that we all learn from each other. The short presentation, the host comes back after the short presentation and there are 2 testimonials, yeah? Short, maybe a man and a woman if possible, someone new and a 3 or 4 star if possible, mix them up. Testimonials for the guest to see that all different kind of people can do it. And then the host says, we know 3 reactions to what you just heard. This is after the short presentation. Number 1 says, fantastic, I've been waiting for something like this for a long time. How do I get started? We invite you to stay here now. We're going to give a short information on how to get off to the right start. Yeah. Number 2 says, interesting, I've still got some questions. We invite you to stay because we think that the information we give you now will help you to become either number 1, who wants to do the business, or a number 3 who says, for whatever reason, and we respect it, no thank you, not for me. We say thank you for coming. Please stay in touch with the person who invited you. You might well want to buy a plastic waste removal service so that you too can go plastic neutral. But obviously what's coming now is not for you, so thank you. Number 1 wants to do the business, and number 2 needs some answers to their questions. Please stay, let's get going with the right start. And then the host would introduce the person doing the right start. Yeah? So that's why I'm training on it today, so that you can see the right start. So let's go through it. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to speak it as though I'm doing the right start. I'm going to tell you what I think is important for each page so that you can speak for yourself. The short presentation is exact duplication, the speaker's guidelines over and over and over and over again. The right start gives you freedom to follow the slides. So obviously there are the slides, there's a sequence to go through, but you say what you want to say for each page. Yeah, there's a certain amount of freedom here, and I'm going to give you some ideas which are important for each page. Yeah. So this first one, mp4 partners are the voice of the Corsair mission globally, all over the world. Yeah. And we've got the map of the world at the back. This is to show your guests that this is an international, global opportunity. They are not restricted to Spain or Spanish-speaking countries, yeah? But wherever mp4 and Corsair is open for business, that's where they could find partners. And here comes the duplication part again. You want your Spanish partner who has a brother-in-law in France to know that what they will see when they go to a French presentation is the same as you saw here in Spain, or is being shown in England or the Netherlands or wherever it is all over the world. So it's a global opportunity. You don't have to stay long on that page. Here we're just reminding them again of what we actually do. We're talking about plastic neutrality. We're talking about CSR, of course, because it is important. We're giving them the formula down the bottom so that they know they'll be able to calculate if someone wants to go plastic neutral, buy a plastic waste removal package from us. It's a good page to talk about the CSR. This is a great page, everyone. I love this page. What we're doing with this page is telling people we've got a long-term business. Yes, you have found a business that is not here for a year or two, that's not going to disappear after 2 or 3 years. We're going to be here in 20 or 30 years. Why? Because the amount of plastic being produced will triple by the year 2050. Do you understand how much work there is for us to do? This is going to be a multi-billion-dollar industry, and you can be part of it. Yeah? You can be part of it. Another piece of information that I really like here is that last year, the weight of all the plastic that was produced was heavier, was more than the combined weight of all human beings living on Earth at the moment. Can you imagine? It was more. And that was just last year. This year, it's also going to be more. And when the amount of plastic being produced every year has doubled, there will be twice as much plastic being produced per weight as the weight of all human beings. And by 2050, 3 times as much, we've got a lot of work to do. So this shows people, this shows your guests again, if you start with mp4, you're going to have a long-term business in a multi-million-dollar industry, which is just going to get better and better all the time. The laws are working for us. That's what I think is important on this page, yeah, long term. This is a really important one because we're answering the first question again, is it easy? Can I do it? The three questions must always be in your mind. Is it easy? Can I do it? Can I earn money? What's the product? We're telling them again, becoming an mp4 partner is quick and easy. It's the message, repeat the message, yeah? And then we just tell them how easy it is. You've got a sponsor, that's someone who will look after you. It's only going to cost 10 euros. It's not much. Yeah. It tells them what we do. We're selling the packages. Yeah. And we're introducing the idea of network marketing. You can find partners who can do the same. Because remember, if it's easy and you can do it, other people can do it too. People who you know. People looking for business opportunity, a long-term one. Yeah. This is what I call the money page. Here you speak about the money. Remember the second question, can I earn money? Well, we've just told them again, it's easy, you can do it. Now we're telling them again, yes, you can earn money, and it's generous. I would say here, how generous? 12% commission on everything that you do. That's generous, yeah? But we're a network marketing company. So when you, with our help, find 3 partners, for example, you are getting 8% commission on everything that they do. Now, 3 times 8% is 24%. That's twice as much as you are earning, the 12%, by yourself. And sometimes you're eating, or you're still working, or you're sleeping, or you're doing something, your hobby or whatever, but there's a very good chance that some of your partners are doing mp4. So while you're doing something else, you're still earning money with mp4. And it's another 8% commission on your third level, yeah? So with our help, you can build up a team. That's what we're here for. I like the message on the right of your screen. Every week, how would you like to get paid every week? Yeah, you can say something like this. If you're working, you're probably getting paid once a month. And we know what it's like. The last week of the month, the money running down on your bank account, and you've still got some bills to pay. How would you like to be getting your money coming in every single week? Another thing that I think you can say here is, if you're working and you're in a job and you went to your boss or your employer and you said, I'd like to earn more money, please. What are they going to say to you with the current economic conditions all over Europe, but Spain also not doing too well economically, like most other countries, yeah? They'd probably say no. And if you went to them and you said, I'd like to double the amount of money that I'm earning at the moment, please, but I'm not going to work harder than I already am, yeah? They're going to laugh at you. They'll probably sack you. You'll probably have to find a new job. Don't do that, yeah? But here, you can double your money because you've already got 3 partners in, you know how it's done, and you can do it again. If you have 3 partners and you've helped them with the mp4 trilogy exercise, they're visiting the academy, they're going to the trainings, they're doing well, they're finding their partners, yeah? You know that they're in the system. So after what? 3 months, or it takes you 6 months, you are now free to find more partners. And I'll tell you something interesting. Once you've found your first 3, it gets easier to find 3 more. This is a very interesting phenomenon, yeah? The more partners you find yourself, the easier it is for you to find partners. Not only because you grow in confidence, because you know that it works, but also because you've been through it. You've been through the system, you know how it's done. So this is a good page, the money page, yeah? Here we're reminding them again of what we actually do. It's easy, you can do it. Left-hand side, we're selling the packages. Right-hand side, build a network. That's an easy page. All the time, we're answering the questions. And this page is just showing them a little bit the system. We've got the short presentation. They've just seen it. They know how good it is. We've got the live presentations and trainings. We're building a team. We're here to support you. We'll look after you. You are not alone. And we're telling them down below about the academy. Everything is in the academy. Yeah. I think you've noticed that I'm quite direct sometimes. Yeah, I'm going to be very direct with you now. So don't get upset if this does not apply to you. But why are not more of you visiting the academy? Why? Even if you have done the mp4 trilogy exercise, which many of you have not, after that you could be visiting it for 5 minutes every day. There's so much in there, so much for you to learn. So much for you to understand. Do you want to be successful or not? That was pretty direct, wasn't it? Do you want to be successful or not, is the question here. So this is the last page. Tell them about the academy and show them the link. Get them plugged into the system. And the last page of the right start is making a difference. I'd go in 2 directions here. That's my suggestion for you. I would say make a difference to the world. Let's rid the planet of the plague that is plastic pollution. Let's make this planet a safer one, a healthier one for future generations. It's a critical time in the life of our planet. We have not been taking good care of it. So make a difference there, yeah? But we also want to make a difference, and we really mean this in the company. We really mean this, yeah? To your personal situation, we want to help you improve the quality of your lives. The goal is not to have money just for the sake of having money, but life is much easier when you've got the money to do the things that you want to do. You can push that as much as you want. You can speak about a good education for the children, a bigger home for yourselves, more holidays every year, whatever your goal is. You want a new car, you want to renovate the kitchen in your home. Dream big, because this is a fantastic opportunity. Yeah. And that is the end of the right start. Yeah. What you then do is the host comes back. Thank you all for being here. Number ones, get registered straight away. Number twos, we hope that we were able to show you enough so that you become a number one and that we can welcome you to our team. Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. And that is the end, okay? Now I'm going on to a new part of the training for you guys. I don't know if you've seen this before. This is the law of diminishing intent. So this is network marketing stuff here. This is network marketing information for you, but it is also so that it can help you in every stage of your life. What is the law of diminishing intent? It says the longer you wait to take action, the less likely you are to take action. So there's the first 5 days. Let's stick to mp4 here. You've had a guest. The guest was a number 1 straight away after the short presentation, or was a number 2, but then after the right start, they've become a number 1. You have someone who wants to become a new partner. Congratulations. Register them straight away because they are very excited on the first day. On the second day, it's gone down a little bit. You know this from yourselves. The third day, there's less. The fourth or fifth day, there's the expression, strike while the iron is hot, or make hay while the sun shines. It all means the same thing. Do it now, yeah? Register them. You speak to them after the presentation, after the right start, you phone them up, yeah? You do the usual things that you do. What did you like best? Yeah. What would interest me now is, are you a number one or a number two? And you register them straight away. If they say to you, it's a bit late tonight, let's do it tomorrow, you find a time straight away. You say, great, morning or afternoon? Always give the alternative. They say afternoon, 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock. 2 o'clock is good for me. Great. 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'll be on the call with you. I'll tell you exactly what to do. And then you lead them through, you register them. Congratulations, you've got a new partner. The law of diminishing intent. The longer you wait to do something you should do now, the greater the odds that you will never actually do it. We're all human. We all know what it likes. We all are like that. Successful people do what they said they would do, even after the mood in which they said they would do it has passed. Look at that again if you need to, yeah? If you want to be successful, do what you said you would do. Be a person of their word. Be a person someone can be trusted. But the most important thing is you can trust yourself. That gives you more self-confidence. That gives you more motivation, because you know that when you say you're going to do something, you do it. The lesson of the law of diminishing intent is to act quickly on your strategy before it fades away, taking your hopes and dreams with it. And that means you have regrets. There are interesting studies about people near the end of their life, looking back. What do they regret most? And then out come the regrets. They regret they didn't do this. They regret they didn't do that. Don't have regrets. Not big ones and not little ones. Do what you said you would do quickly. If you want your new partners to take immediate action, then you have to take immediate action. I mean, this is so obvious. You can't tell people to do something that you're not doing yourself. You can't tell them to do the mp4 trilogy exercise if you have not done the mp4 trilogy exercise. Yeah. So find out, identify what is stopping you from doing what you know you should do. If this is mp4, let's find out. Do you have a fear of public speaking, which is understandable? Lots of people find it difficult to speak in front of other people. Yeah. I used to do trainings. I'd love to be able to do a live seminar here for mp4 one day. But I used to do trainings for many, many years, every 3 months for my network marketing team. And they came from all over the country and sometimes from other countries to have a whole Saturday, yeah, morning and afternoon, 5 to 6 hours of training how to speak in public. And people who came, never having spoken in public, left there being able to speak in public. I love training on that. Hope I get to do it one day. But in the meantime, we have made it easy for you. You have a fear of public speaking, study the short presentation and the speaker's guidelines. It's there for you. Just stick to the speaker's guidelines. It's easy. You can do it. If you can do it, your guests can do it. If your guests feel they can do it, we'll be answering the first question. Is it easy? Can I do it? Yes, it is. Second question, can I earn money? Yes, you can. Good money. Third question, what's the product? A fantastic product. What other fears do you have? You have a fear of rejection, a fear of hearing a no. Study the Wheel of Success, Part 2, the invitation. That will help you get over your fear of rejection. And I'm going to tell you about it in a moment. I'm going to go through the Wheel of Success with you. That's the second part of the training today. A fear of being overwhelmed. It's all too much for me. What do I do now? What's happening? Study the Wheel of Success, Part 3, the presentation. What to do before the presentation, during the presentation, after the presentation, what to do, you will have no fear of being overwhelmed. A fear of responsibility. What happens if my new partner doesn't become successful, doesn't make it? Study the Wheel of Success, Part 4, Training. You are not responsible for the success of your partners. Please understand. You are responsible for giving your new partners everything that they need so that they can become responsible. If you are not responsible, in your head, you don't blame your sponsor, do you? This is really interesting. You know, I love the neuropsychology of network marketing. No partner blames their sponsor. They always blame themselves. I don't get any guests to the meeting. You're not inviting properly. I don't get any guests to sign up after a presentation. You're not presenting properly. Yeah. My partners aren't successful. They're not coming to the trainings or anything. You haven't done the mp4 trilogy exercise with them. Yeah. You're just responsible for getting them the information they need so that they can become responsible themselves. They won't be blaming you. And yet, we have a fear of responsibility. So study the Wheel of Success, Part 4, Training. So 3 guesses, what comes now? Yes. Well, the answer is written there, so you didn't have to be clever. But you're all clever because you're mp4 partners and you are here today during this training. Congratulations and thank you. Thank you for being here. So the Wheel of Success, I'm going to go through it with you. It's important. I think a country should have like regular trainings, of course, the presentation, yeah, short presentation, how the right start, should have that at least once a week. And then your partners can be doing that the other days of the week, yeah? And then regular trainings, of course. Every 4 weeks, I'd be repeating the basics because it's always something new. There's always something new, yeah? Every time you listen to the Wheel of Success, you'll learn something new. You'll realize something new, yeah? So every 4 weeks, the Wheel of Success would be one of the training elements that I think a country should be going through. Yeah. But you've got good leadership in this country, and I'm sure that we're going to be setting up some great things. I told you at the beginning of the first training last week, I hope that by the end of this 3-part training course that we're doing now, we'll have enough people who say, let's get together, let's be doing the short presentation and the right start alongside any other presentation that is going on in your country. There's the freedom to do this, yeah? I'm always giving you a reason why I am convinced, why I know that the short presentation and the right start is the best way to be working, but people are free to do what they want, okay? So we're going through the Wheel of Success here. There will be ups and downs. You have to get ready and you have to learn how to deal with them. That's what we're training on in the Wheel of Success. There are ups and downs, yeah? You have to learn how to control your emotions, your hopes, your expectations. And you do that with the Wheel of Success. The Wheel of Success has got 4 parts and it's easy. You write down your list of names, everyone you know. If someone says to you, I don't know many people, you say to them, take out your mobile phone and write down the names of everyone who's in there. And then people sometimes say, oh yeah, but I don't know them all. Yeah. Well, hello, you've got their telephone number in your mobile phone. What do you mean you don't know them? Yeah, they're in there. Yeah, you can approach them. Yeah, and you can say to them, I hope you remember me, so-and-so, so-and-so. Yeah, I've found a really exciting business opportunity and I don't know why, I just thought of you. Your name came into my head. It might be nothing for you or it might be interesting, but I'd really like to get your opinion on this. I value your opinion. And, you know, then you'd give them the invitation. So a list of names. The invitation, you invite them to a Zoom call. If there's a live meeting going on, you invite them to a live meeting. It's a simple invitation. We give you the text. A presentation. At the end of the presentation, your first question is, what did you like best? That's easy. You can do that. And trainings, yeah? Be coachable. Be willing to learn. All you people are. That's why you're on the call today. Again, congratulations and thank you for being here. That's the Wheel of Success. Let's go through individually. Write down everyone you know. First part, list of names. Yeah. Do not prejudge. Do not think they can do it. They can't do it. Don't decide for others. That's not your job. This is the easiest part here. Just write down everyone you know. If someone had decided for you that, you won't be interested in this, yeah, you wouldn't be here today. You do not know the people who they know. And very often you'll find out that in network marketing, it's not a question of who your partners know, but the partners of the partners of your partners. They're the ones who get really busy and who go all the way with Amplivo. So it's really important to have a big list of names. Some of them are going to be customers, some of them are going to be partners, or they will lead you to people who become partners or clients. So, big list of names, that's the easy part. The invitation, here comes the personal development. The goal of the invitation is to invite, not to present. It sounds simple, but it's not, because some of you, maybe many of you, start presenting when you're supposed to be inviting. You have to separate the two. It's not a presentation. You're not telling them about plastic waste removal. You're not telling them about this and that and everything else. It's an invitation to a proper presentation. Yeah, that's the goal of the invitation. That's why it's called an invitation. That's why it's not called a presentation, because you're not presenting. Listen to me. It's one of the basic mistakes that most of you make at the beginning. You talk too much. Keep it short and to the point. Stick to the text. It works. Learn this text. It covers all the different kinds of personalities. If I could show you how you can help clean up the planet and earn good money at the same time, all from the comfort of your own home, would you be open to hearing more information? That is an invitation. Yeah, that's an invitation. People often ask, what's it about? This is where you have to be careful. This is where you have to control yourself from not saying, well, I'm not supposed to tell you, but hey, we can clean up the planet. You know, the plastic waste, you see all the plastic waste all over the place. You know, there's microplastics in the water that we drink and the air that we breathe. Stop. Stop saying what you're saying. We can turn plastic waste into biodegradable oil. Listen, there are big facilities in Bangkok, in Finland. Stop. It's an invitation. 3 questions. Is it easy? Can I do it? Can I earn money? What's the product? Those are the questions that someone has coming into the presentation. Don't start giving them answers to questions they have not asked themselves yet. They haven't asked themselves yet. Is it easy? Can I do it? They said, what's it about? Yeah. You say that you want to see them properly. This is so good. I really want you to see it in the right way. And now you turn things around. Instead of them asking you questions, you start asking the question. Yeah. When would you have time? Is it better in an afternoon or an evening? Why are you doing that? Because you're posing the alternative question. Yeah. When you ask an alternative, you more or less always get an answer. So if you ask, when would it be better for you? It doesn't take much time, just a few minutes. When would it be better for you? An afternoon or an evening? Yeah. And they'll say afternoon. And you say, well, great. Would that be Wednesday or Friday better for you? And they say Friday. And you say Friday afternoon, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. And they say 3 o'clock. And you say, great, Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock. I'm going to send you a link for the Zoom. I'm really looking forward to seeing you there. And that's it. That's the end of the conversation. Yeah. The person who asks the questions in a conversation controls the course of the conversation. That's a golden rule for life. Yeah. You want to use that in other situations in life, not only when you're inviting someone. Yes, so pose the alternative question. And now comes the important part. Do not take a no personally. It's not about you. It's not because they don't like you. You're a nice person. It's about them. For whatever reason, they're not open for it at the moment. For whatever reason, it's their reasons, not yours. What you have to understand is that your job here is to separate, to sort out who wants to come to a presentation, who does not. So there are two possible answers, a yes and a no. Yes, they'll come to a presentation. No, they won't. Your job was to get an answer. That means a no has the same value as a yes. I'll repeat it because it's important. Your job is to get an answer, yes or no. That means a no is the same value as a yes. Congratulations, you've done your job. You've sorted, you've separated. Some people are going to come to a presentation. Great, we'll deal with the presentation in a moment. First of all, you've done your job. So, yes, yes, no, no, yes is good, 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 good. No, yes, no, 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 yes, yes, no is good, 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 good. It's good. You've got an answer. You have to understand this. This is not a game. This is not a trick. This is serious. This is how you become successful. This is me doing my best to help you and to get through to your head. It's only an invitation. You've invited people to a party before, and some of them didn't come. So they didn't come. Okay, they couldn't come. They had something else to do. They were busy, whatever. You didn't get all upset and go, oh, no, someone said no to me. Oh, poor you. Did someone say no to you? Oh, I'm very, very sorry for you. Move on. Next one. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone is waiting. Who's next? Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. Who's next? Keep going. There are people on your list of names who are waiting for the kind of business opportunity which we have, who will love Amplivo, who will become successful with Amplivo and help you to become successful. If you've got a list of 100 names, I'm sure there are 5 people on there who will become partners. Where are they? I don't know. You could find 5 in your first 10. Unlikely, unusual, but perhaps. It could be that you don't get them until you don't find your first partner till you've already spoken to 40. Unusual, because you're going to find partners in your first partner in your first 10. Yeah. By the time you get into your 20s or 30s, you'll have found 2 or 3, usually, yeah. But if there was a guarantee on there, if there was a guarantee that in those 100 names that you wrote down, there are 5 people who are going to become your partners. If there was 100% guarantee, you would keep going. So keep going because they are in there somewhere. They're in there somewhere. Okay, let's move on. The presentation, yeah? The goal of the presentation is to sort. Please understand, the goal of the presentation is not to register a new partner. That creates in your mind an expectation. An expectation will bring you hope. If someone then says no, you will be disappointed because you had hope. Is it their fault or is it your fault? It's your fault because you did not control your emotions. Don't start complaining about your guest. Well, what's the matter with them? They really need it. I know they need the money. This is a great opportunity. And they said no. Can you believe they said no? Yes, I can believe they said no because they have their reasons. Let them have their reasons. Don't worry about them. You did your best. Learn whatever you can from what you just did so that you can improve, but carry on and do the next one. The goal of the presentation is to sort into a number one, a number two, or number three. The host said that after the short presentation. Number ones, you want to do the business. We invite you to stay for the right start. Number twos still have questions. We invite you to stay for the right start. We'll give you more information. Number three says no, for whatever reason. Thank you for coming. You might want to buy a plastic neutrality package, but obviously what comes now is not for you for number ones and number twos. We sorted, and now we're sorting after the presentation. After the presentation, you ask, what did you like the best? What did you like the best? You ask your guest. You do not tell them what you like the best, yeah? It's not interesting what you like the best. It's interesting what they like the best. They might like the compensation plan the best, that they can earn money. You might be passionate about the environment. So don't start speaking to them about the environment. You ask them, what did you like best? They say, well, it looks like there's a good compensation plan, yeah? And you start speaking about it. You say, yeah, really, that, you know, those 12% and then the 8% from your partners there, the second level, the third level, it is generous. And I know lots of people are earning good money. Well, you know, it's already starting with me, yeah? And then you ask them this, what else did you like best? Look, if they're in it for the money, great. Once they start working with us, they'll get excited about the environment. And if someone is in because they want to do something of environment, they'll get excited when they can see how much money they can earn. You know, it's as simple as that. Yeah. Now, after you've spoken to them a little while, and you can see that they're interested, you then ask them, I'd really like to know, are you a number one or a number two? If it's not obvious from the answers that they want to join, yeah, say, are you a number one or a number two? And now it's easy, yeah? And they say, I'm not sure, I don't know. You can say to them, oh, in that case, you're number two, because number twos don't know. Remember, they're not sure yet. So you tell them what they are. They'll be grateful to you. We all want to know what we are in life. Who am I? You know, who am I? What am I? Why am I here? The big philosophical questions that humans have always had from the beginning of time. Tell them you're number two. What else would you need? You know, what questions do you still have? If I can't answer them, I know someone who can. You've got a sponsor. You've got an upline. Yeah. There's a training going on Saturday morning. See how you can help them. Yeah. And if they've been saying, oh, this looks really good, the compensation plan, and we can do some of the environment, then you just say to them quite simply, it sounds to me like you're number one. Are you ready for us to get you registered? And then you register them immediately. You don't waste time. Why? Oh, the law of diminishing intent. We've covered a lot of ground today. The law of diminishing intent. Get them in straight away, as soon as possible. And the fourth part is the trainings. Yeah, be coachable. There's not a lot to learn here with Amplivo, but what there is to learn, you have to be open. And congratulations again, you're here, you're open, you're learning, you will be successful. Just implement everything that we've been talking about last week, this week, and next week's going to be really good as well. Yeah, watch the videos, plenty of videos to watch, and get plugged in to the success system. This wheel of success is a central part of the success system. Yeah, the Amplivo trilogy. Short presentation and right start, wheel of success, team building. Team building will be the subject next week. Okay, get them plugged into the success system. Take part in the live trainings. Now, I'll give you another reason why you should be taking part in the live training, presentations and trainings. The presentations, even if you don't have a guest this week, you should be in there so that you can hear what someone is saying on the right start. You've got freedom there. Everyone will be speaking in their words, not the words of the speaker's guidelines. For the short presentation, that is 100% duplication. The right start, listen to what people say. And if you like an idea, write it down, use it for yourself when you're ready to do the right start. Yeah, that's how we learn from each other. That's how we help each other. And take part in the international conventions, or when we go on tour, the tour in June. Yeah, we were there in Barcelona. Oh, sorry, we were there in Barcelona and loved it. Had a great time, great team. Loved seeing everything that's going on in Spain. Yeah, it's really exciting what Luis and the others have built up here for Spain. Yeah, and it's really exciting what you can be building up in the future for Spain. Yeah, so take part in that. And the wheel of success is round. It keeps rolling and rolling. List of names, invitation, presentation, training, and then just do it again and again and again. And it's the same whether you do it during the day, whether you do it during the night, whether you do it during the week or at the weekend. It's always the same. List of names, invitation, presentation, training. List of names, invitation, presentation, training. And the more often you do it, the more momentum you create, the easier it becomes. It never gets boring because it's always working with new people. It's always exciting. And the more wheels you can get going in your network, in your team, the more money you're going to earn. It's like the wheel is throwing off money into your pocket. So it's not only you doing the wheel of success, but here are your partners doing the wheels of success, and there are wheels going on all over the place, and there's money coming in and flowing all over the place. So money is a good energy, or great energy. Remember, alone, we are but a single word. Together, we are a poem. If you're doing your own presentation and you're not using the wheel of success and everything else in the academy, you are alone. If you are duplicating and showing people how to do the same, you're part of a poem. You're part of a team. You're part of the real Amplivo network. So 3 guesses is what I'm going to finish off with. Yes, you already know because it's written there once again. The Amplivo trilogy, let's go through it once again. Just please find 5 minutes a day. For yourself, if you haven't done it yet, or when you have a new partner, do it again with them if you want to. It's a good idea. It builds a strong relationship with the new partner. It makes sure that they're doing it. The first week, download the short presentation and the speaker's guidelines, read through it once a day. And as I've told you once or twice before, on day 6, let your new partner do the short presentation for you, or give them some ideas if they need it. On day 7, do it again. After that, you have a partner who can do the short presentation any day of the week, morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever day it is. Yeah, they will be able to find new partners wherever they are. Second week, download the Wheel of Success onto your laptop. You don't have to print it out if you don't want the paper. Download it, look at it every day, and write down every day something that you realize, something that's important for you for that day. At the end of the second week with your new partner, just compare notes. What did you write down? What did they write down? Build a team, build a good mood in the team, help them to become successful. And the third week, download team building, write down the phrase of the day, the quote of the day, because there are 7 of them, and read it again before you're going to bed. Write it down by hand, because that transports the message to the subconscious mind, into the memory, so much better than if you write it on a keyboard. Get yourself a piece of paper, and for 7 days, just write down the quote of the day by hand. That's not asking a lot of you. And then read it again before you go to sleep. That is the mp4 trilogy. That is our training for today. We covered a lot of ground. Thank you for being here. See you next week for team building and for a few other important things as well to wrap up this trilogy. And thank you for being here. Bye for now. Success with mp4. Thank you.